Hey guys, welcome to week 3 of my development for VR target practice. This one's going to be really short because everything was pretty simple today. As promised, I did miss one. But from last week, I promised that I would finish up teleporting, the menu, and the scoreboard, or saving scores in the scoreboard system. I've gotten the first two, but the scoreboard still does not save. So that's next on the list. As for the menu, pretty simple. You still press this, and now it's not attached to the controller anymore. Thank God. Um, one more feature that I still need to implement for this is say have some kind of notification near the top, or maybe just on the borders, so that you'll be able to click, grab, and then drag it around to however you like. Buttons are very simple. There's still a bug with it, which I'll get into detail later. But for now, you touch the button, you click it, it'll bring you to another scene. This is where I get to test out a bunch of mechanics, so it's very plain as see. We get back to test zone, perfectly fine. Everything's reloaded. Uh, uh. If I go back, it's reloaded again. So that's a nice way to reset scenes. Teleporting. Teleporting, this touchpad right here, all you do is click, it activates it. I have not added any kind of visual effect for it yet, and that's also next on priority list, but you aim at the ground, click the trigger right there, and it will teleport you to said position. It's pretty convenient. There are still a few bugs I need to work out with it. The raycasting from the controller is not very reliable. As you can see, if I go and I'm more or less pointing at the ground over there, as soon as this stops freaking out, I'll go. But sometimes that will happen. I'll accidentally hit the wall. And this is not what you want to see if you're teleporting, if you want to stay underground teleporting. So yeah, let's reset. There we go. Another bug with the menu. Right now I have I still need to figure out like a good system for managing the trigger pulls, touchpad pushes, button pushes, all that. Because while this is nice and I can touch it and I can click to go to it, this is supposed to switch from the target for the arcade shooting to the original target practice area that I showed in the very first week. Unfortunately, if I go here, as you can see, the button colliders, or I have not implemented the detection correctly, and so you'll always go back to, or you always just change scenes. Also, when the menu is up, it actually doesn't matter if oops, controller, come on. Actually doesn't matter if I'm touching this or not. If I just pull the trigger, it will change scenes. So that is a huge bug that needs to be fixed. Basically, this menu is very useless. As long as I have the menu up and I pull the trigger, I will switch scenes. So definitely not the same function that I imagined, at least. That's pretty much all that I've worked on this week. I have started, or that one doesn't have, there it is. I have started to try and implement a reload system. Not perfect right now, as you can see. You can't even pick up the magazine as well. So there's a lot of work for me to do there. There's something to do with the mesh, the way mesh colliders work. So it's either a problem in my modeling, or it's in the problem in how I'm utilizing mesh colliders. So that will take us. The reloading system is still a long ways to go. One more fatal bug that I need to, not fatal, one more big bug is if I had my other controller. If I picked up two guns, both triggers are tied to each other. Basically, the system is only looking for a trigger pull. It does not care which controller it pulls on. So if I had two guns and I pulled one trigger, it would shoot 2 bullets from both guns. Now, the guns would work perfectly fine. They would aim separately, of course, because that's just a separate system. It's not tied into the controller. It's just they would fire with just one. Where exactly? There it is. With just one trigger pull. Let me see if I can't find and demonstrate this. Come on. There we go. Let's grab this. As you can see, I'll, oh, come on. I will pull with my right, and it will still fire on my left. And now that's just gone. So yeah, there's just there's a lot of work to do, unfortunately. All right, that wraps up all the major things that's happened this week. Um, Next week, actually for the next 3 weeks, I will not be in the U.S., so I'll not be able to work on this project again for 3 weeks. I will not be updating for 3 weeks as well. I will be in Japan, so that's going to be fun. Um, once again, if you guys have any kind of feedback, any kind of um, addition that you may want to see in this game, or if you guys could provide any help, that would be great as well. You can go ahead, post a comment down in the comments section on YouTube or Facebook, or reach me by my phone. Thank you very much, guys. Have a nice day.